Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. As you can see, Mama has provided exactly what I asked her for, so she's a keeper. So I know this kit's been unboxed before. I'm just going to do this to basically start the build. This is going to be video one of build. I have built another F-35. I've built the main kit into this creation of craziness. It's a little overweathered, but this was originally the first Meng that came out, the A. I converted it to an I. I did some conformal fuel tanks as a hypothetical. I still think it's cool. It's a nice kit, but plagued by the seam right here, which I did a decent job of getting rid of it. But yeah, so this will be a pleasure to build, I'm sure, as all Tamiya kits are. Surface detail does look a little more shallow than what Meng's does, but it's still there. I mean, after all, it is a model. You gotta have something to kind of do. A lot of people have noticed or have mentioned that if you end up doing the tape in a different color, by the time you put a flat coat and everything on it, it really doesn't look that heavy. So, God, beautiful engineering here. It's amazing how thin Tamiya can get, and all of this alignment sections, and it's pretty amazing. It's like they've designed the inside part of the mold so that shrink marks or sink marks will never be an issue. So, very cool. I cleared off my table for this. Stop bumping the camera, Jason. I am still working on the Corsair, but I'm going to work on sniffing some glue, putting this together, and kind of mix it in with some painting on the Corsair at the same time. Corsair's kind of to the point where most of the major assembly is done, so it's not such a big deal. There's the intakes, and Tamiya has done what everybody else should have done. They've done the ejector pins on the back side of the intakes, so there is no seam there. So it comes with two canopies. From what I've read, you can make one open, one closed. They are interchangeable. According to the instructions, the wingtips are also interchangeable, so you can have wings like the picture, or you can have the wings flat out. So, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Move some stuff over. I'm going to leave the clear pieces in here. Beautifully done. The stuff that's supposed to be see-through is perfectly polished. The other items are frosted, so it makes it easy for masking. Oh, a non-traditional staples. What's going on to me, huh? I actually have to get a knife out. I wonder if this is done because there's two sprues in the package, possibly. I used to keep everything in my bags because I had to work at the kitchen table, so I'd have to constantly put things back in a bag so they don't scratch. But now I will put it underneath my desk or whichever. I'll stack it in the box. I get kind of messy, so I'll usually put stuff on the inside of this box. Curious if you all do that too, but everybody's videos always look so clean. They make it look like their workspace is beautiful. Am I the only one who has a disarray of stuff while I'm working? Tell me in the comments. So this looks like a duplicate sprue. Sprue EE, Echo. Yep, there's two. So technically there's two hinges for folding, and then 2 hinges for straight, 2 sets of wings or wing tips, and then all your missile rails. Wow, that's beautiful. Done in 2 pieces. Very nice. So yeah, you can build a set of wing tips, and I'm sure if it fits like everything else in the Tamiya kit, you can easily take them on or off. Stay. Running out of room here. Looks like we got some landing gear. Very nicely done. Got big long posts, easy alignment. You don't have to worry about landing gear being all cockeyed. This one, I imagine this little spade looking thing here, that is also alignment. It's usually not a big deal on tricycle jets to have the nose gear not perfect, because it's not going to make the plane go side to side. But when you take a plane to a competition, they measure wingtips, and if you're cockeyed just a little bit because the landing gear didn't go in straight, they are going to deduct you. So kind of cheating using a Tamiya kit, but in the end, they score you for build and paint and cleanliness and all that stuff. So, yeah, most people are very familiar with the kits when you get to a competition. So, beautiful tail. This is probably a shared sprue. Oh, well, no, this is a CC sprue. So, no, this is going to be a different sprue, I believe, from the A. I don't have the A, but a C version does have a heavy-duty landing gear. So I imagine it's probably a different sprue from the A and the B. Kind of want to get a B. I like the vertical takeoff, but I think that would be a fun one to have, like, hovering over water and making waves of water or something for a diorama. That'd be cool. So this is a DD sprue. I don't know if this probably is a different sprue from the original, because the tail surfaces are larger on the C. Beautiful doors. Everything's very consistent. So unlike like a Kitty Hawk kit where this engraving thickness would be a certain thickness on one side and less on the other side, it's Tamiya. So it's, yeah. Sorry, everybody else. Catch up. So, I've kind of decided not to put full beast mode. I have a really cool picture of a C on the carrier with the wingtips up and a purple shirt doing something on the one side. And I kind of want to do that. So I'm probably going to do wingtips up. The main armament door open. The stealth armament door. Can't think of the name of it right now. I don't know why. Weapons bay. Thank you. Open, but nothing on the wings. So in full stealth mode, maybe loaded up with a couple internal armaments, but that's it. So, oh yes, and the beautiful spar system with the landing gear bay, etc. inside of it. That is an AZ. What is that? A77. I've not looked at the A version to see if this is the same. It may or may not be the same, so don't quote me on that. Cockpit. Interesting how they've molded the cockpit with ejector pins pushed this way and still kept all the detail on the back side of the mold. So when I mean back side of the mold, this is the part of the mold that pushes this sprue out. So they have a tendency to have just a ton of ejector pins. So normally they wouldn't put detail components on the back side, but they've done it here, and it's going to work fine. So Yeah. Seat looks beautiful. God, makes me want to put the pilot in. It looks so good, but I kind of want a guy walking up the ladder. So. And a weapons bay, which when this kit first came out, I was down in California a few years ago after having surgery and went into a Pegasus Models, and they had one of the test kits they get a couple months ahead of time, and I got to kind of look at it, and this is just incredible for an injection molding kit. And here's what helps make it so much better when I'm talking about sink marks. Sink marks happen when you have like a variation of thickness in plastic. So say this was a flat piece and you molded this solid, and the amount of thick plastic is going to shrink because it's thicker. So Tamiya has gone and actually molded the backside. So that's awesome. It's almost a disservice to close up the weapons bay. So, but there are the doors for it. But most people, I think, you're going to see, they're going to use these doors just to mask off the weapons bay, and then they're going to put the doors on. So. And then instructions, yada, yada, yada. So, get these out real quick, and then I'm probably going to pause it and start, really, I'm going to start gluing stuff together, because why not? Yeah, I can start gluing all this stuff together. I have a tendency to glue as much as I can all at once, and then just shoot a whole bunch of paint all at once. So like all this landing gear stuff I can get glued together, as much of the cockpit stuff I can get together, barring that I don't have to mask anything. All this stuff can get put together, and I'll paint it on the all in one piece. Same with this, unless there's some serious color difference, I can just put all these braces in and paint it all the white all at once. Because I don't like gluing after paint. Paint's not going to sometimes stick, or if I used Tamiya extra thin, it's going to wipe the paint off. So then I might have to touch it up later. So these, I think there are some huge intakes. I'll test fit them. I'll probably will have to paint them separate and then glue them after, and then maybe touch them up. These, because these doors fit so well, I think I'll paint the bays before they're put in. And then depending on if these pipes are a different color, which they look like they're white, but these actually would be awesome to paint off. Paint it white, tape it off, paint the XF3 and 7 and all that fun stuff. Looks like it goes together pretty easy. God, I love the fact that landing gear just kind of peg in there. That's awesome. I know I'll go really fast. Not even going to bother with doing any of this stuff, so that'll skip over. I'll probably do like this configuration. So we got some AIM 120s and some GBU 31s. And some laser guide GBU 12s. Those are wingtip armament. Not even going to bother. So basically I'm going to stop here. Not even do that page. Not do that page. Do the wing. Do the tails. And then I'm not even going to do these. So I'll just keep some of these extra armaments for another jet. I'm sure they're great. Definitely want to put the ladder down. That's cool. And canopy open. So, yeah. Very, very nice. I have a reference picture for one of these birds that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. Damn, which one is it? And these are beautiful. Beautiful instructions. This is this is just stencils. Oh, 400. Is that the one? Carl Vinson. I believe this is the one that I have stencils for, or something similar. I have stencils, or not stencils, reference for. And I'm not going to go clean. The reference pictures I have like a whole bunch of like fading and staining, and it almost looks like rust, but it can't be rust. I mean, unless it's the anti-glare material rusting. It's just all weathered and worn in a very unusual way because this plane doesn't weather like a normal plane. So, yeah. So, that's it. I'm going to take a pause and organize these sprues a little better and then start gluing some stuff.